Hi everyone, today I'm doing the Succubabe makeup tutorial. I'm just taking a moisturizer real quick to start off everything off. Then I am going in with my foundation. It is Wet n Wild. I really like the brand because they're cruelty free and cheap, and I am a broke girl. So I'm just smearing all over my face. Next I will be going in with the e.l.f. gel liner for my eyebrows and my waterline. And I kind of just put that all over my eyebrows, pretty messy, and then I go in with a Q-tip and clean it up. As you'll see coming up, most of my makeup is kind of like, let's just slap it on and fix it later, just because everything's so dark, and that's kind of how you have to do it when you use a lot of dark colors like black and things like that. And coming up here in a moment, I'll end the voiceover because this video is just very amateur, but I don't know, it was fun and I'm gonna put it out there, so sorry, you're gonna have to deal with half of it voiceover, half of it me complaining because I realized here in a moment that it stopped recording. Yeah, this was my first time and I was tipsy at the moment, so that was going to be part of the theme, but you know, doing this voiceover completely sober.
For 13 minutes. League of Legends was on platinum.
So I didn't know that it stopped recording. Anyway, so basically what I did is I took my white eyeliner and I did a cut crease here. And then I took some white eyeshadow and kind of like baked it, I guess you could say, or whatever. I don't really know what it's called. I do make the palette more. I don't really follow the rules, even though I watch so many makeup videos all the time. It's very soothing to me, so just go in with a little bit more black to make it not look patchy up here. I just kind of make it look smoky, but I'll get my blending brush in a minute. But that's kind of the thing with trad goth makeup, is it's not very, like, it looks precise, right, but like really it's really angular and heavy, and you know, not everybody has the most beauty guru knowledge or whatever, because it wasn't a thing back in the 80s. They didn't even call themselves goths in the 80s. Like, so now I'm blending, getting that real smoky looking.
It sounds like you're slow.
So it looks like that. Smoke down here. Be careful not to get too much in the white. This also helps your nose look a bit more small, which isn't super big deal. I personally love like a natural nose. I mean, I support people with that, whatever they want to do with their bodies, but I'm like, why do y'all gotta touch y'all's nose? I love noses. I still look super red because of the filter in the hair, I think. Really sets it off, but there's that. And I also put on mascara at this point. You can see because I messed it up there. And then basically how I do my makeup is it's kind of like do it and then correct as we go. And when I do the concealer, it will really correct a lot. But yeah, now it's time for my black eyeliner. I'm using NYX, just like before. And now going back to the voiceover, because I needed the utmost concentration and I had to speed this video up quite a bit. I think the rough draft was about 30 minutes, and I don't think anyone wants to sit through 30 minutes of a makeup tutorial. Anyway, so I'm taking that in my inner corner, just kind of going over that white that I just put over my eyes. Kind of give my eyes a big, very trad goth look. I just think it's a lot more flattering on me because my eyes are a little bit wide set. And now I keep looking at it to make sure that it looks the way I want and trying to mimic the same thing on the other side. And I'm just making sure that I try to do this as neat as possible so I don't have to clean it up too much, but I'm ultimately going to have to anyway. And one thing about this eyeliner is that it actually does stay pretty wet for a long time, so I kind of have to fan it sometimes, especially since I'm going back in with the white to try to clean up that black and make it look a little bit thinner. I just want it to be very bold and as clean as I can get it to look. Now I'm just going to smear that white to not give it such a like chalky texture, and going back in with the black to put the black parts back that I want. And now I think I'm going to go in on my wing. Kind of want it to mimic this bat shape that I have for a Halloween decoration. Pretty sure I put it all over my mirror, just because I'm obsessed with bats, clearly. And so I'm going up with the inner corner. I have semi-hooded eyes, so that's why I kind of go out more than up necessarily. But I want it to still have that bat look at the same time as having a winged eyeliner look. And I'm kind of just taking it back over my eyelid to kind of give it a more smooth look. But it'll still have that like kind of bat wing effect when I open my eye and you see the little curvature of the bat wings. Just kind of fixing it here. Kind of decided I didn't like that quite as much, so I'm going in deeper. And again, cleaning up, because that's what this look is. It's very sloppy, but then ends up being a piece of art. It's the trust the process type stuff. And now I'm trying to do the same thing on the other side and make it look symmetrical, at least as symmetrical as possible. Of course, my eyes aren't even, so it won't be perfect, but it will be perfect enough for me. And that's all that matters. I want my wings to look as sharp as possible, so I'm going back in with the eyeliner just to clean it up a little bit more. And then next I will be going back in with my mascara to just kind of accentuate those lashes. I want them to be very big and seductive. This is a succubus look, of course, so I want it to be as sexy as possible. I am going in with concealer to kind of make my face a little bit more pale. It's a very, very pale concealer by e.l.f. I think it's porcelain or ivory or something like that. I'm taking the beauty blender and just blending it in. This is usually best to do after you do like the eyeshadow and such, because then you can clean it up, as it tends to like, the fallout tends to get in your skin if you already put a bunch of foundation on. I usually do like a very thin layer first, and then I do a thicker layer with the concealer. And now I'm finally blending out my contour. I love black contour. It gives me a very gaunt look, which I very much love. It's very dramatic. And I'm going back in to make it a little bit even more dramatic, because why not? Peter Murphy cheekbones are goals, so that's what I'm trying to emulate here as best as I can. And blend, 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 because it's black and it's hard. Then I'm taking the I Pick You palette in the glitter shade to give myself some highlight. It works so well as a highlight, and the black is just amazing. I just love the whole palette. Now I'm going in with some powder to try to blend it a little bit more, give it a more matte look. Not too taking away from the highlighter, but just enough to make it look reasonable. Now I'm going to apply false lashes. I think I'm using Jubilee. I think this was just a Kiss pack. It said like the influencer pack or something like that, but yeah, just kind of applying the glue right now, kind of bending it to my eye shape. I don't really cut my lashes because they tend to fit as they are, and I don't really care. So yeah, it fits, and I apply them with my fingers because I'm a psychopath and I can't get tweezers to work on anything but my eyebrows. So there's that. Now I'm just blowing it because I am impatient, and I think I checked the door because my cats were meowing at me, which they are again now. It's like they know what cat means. And I wear contacts, so sometimes, like, I don't know, I don't think it's the glue getting in my eyes necessarily, but it definitely messes it up. It gets it dry or something. And now I'm going to take some eyelashes and apply them on the bottom to give me that doe eye look. Little did I know that this was going to start a new obsession with bottom lashes, and I really love it. It gives it more drama to any look. So yeah, very, 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 very sexy looking eyelashes, and kind of doll-like too, but with this look in particular, it definitely looks more sexy than cutesy. I was kind of struggling with the eyelash glue here. I think this was pretty much like the first time, well, probably the second time or so that I applied bottom lashes, which little did I know that this would turn into a huge obsession of mine. Again, it is very annoying whenever you have contacts. I don't know why, but it just seems to dry them out somehow, whether or not you get the glue in it. But yeah, this video is pretty organic, not edited too much, just because I wanted it to have that nostalgia feel of like old tutorials that I watched growing up. And now I'm taking the lip liner to overline my lips to give them a very pouty look. I want them to resemble like a bimbo type look for the succubus look. And going around my piercing to make my lips look fuller. I already have pretty full lips, all things considered. So I just want to exaggerate them to heck. Now I am filling in that lip liner with a dark red lipstick. Gives it a very sensual look. Now I'm pretty much happy with the look. I'm just going to put away my makeup and brush my hair down so that I can finish getting dressed for this look. But here it is. This is the final look. I'm very happy with it. It's very dramatic. I'm just so in love. Here we are with the full outfit.